Okie dokie. Woo. All right. Gotta shake it out. Gotta shake all the sillies out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Deep breaths. Hey, Pat Bear, thanks for the follow on the old Twitcherino. Hey, cream-filled bacon donut, happy to see you. Oh my God. This is a very serious stream. This is high production value. This is intense power. Honestly, the amount of preparation and things that I've lined up, we're definitely not going to hang out and click Chrome tabs and just try and figure out what it is about. Hey, I got a raid. Siniscro, I think that was my first ever raid. Way to go. Actually, now that I think about it. I see. Okay, hold on. I can edit the stream info. Oh my God, I'm doing this on the fly. I believe in myself. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Now the Twitch says podcast research stream instead of cartoon dumpster. You know, these are the learning processes. Also, don't tell Twitch that I'm a filthy. Hey, War Corgi, thanks for the Twitch follow. Don't tell Twitch that I'm double dipping. Yeah. Being sneaky. Anyway, in the flesh universe, I do a podcast in the digital universe. You might have heard of it. It's called Wizard and the Bruiser. And this week's topic is EPCOT Center, which I had so many dreams of when I was a kid. Like, EPCOT Center was the bee's knees back when I was a little youngin'. Like, I distinctly remember Nolan Stone. Too nasty. Too funny. I distinctly remember on, like, I think my family went to Orlando twice when I was a little kid. Yeah, it's a golf ball. It's also a spaceship called Earth. When I was a kid, we went to a trip to Orlando. It was everything I'd ever dreamed it would be. I was absolutely enamored with the entire theme park life. Cartoon characters, live walking around the street, roller coasters, junk food, hotels. Remember being a kid? And even the shittiest hotel was like an adventure, like a magical place. Anyway. And I have primordial sense memories of EPCOT Center that all basically revolve around the idea that we had an extra day. We had a day that we didn't account for in our original plan. And my parents were like, hey, we already did Magic Kingdom. We already did Epcot. We already did, MGM. Do you want to go to SeaWorld? Do you want to go to Orlando? And I distinctly remember asking with all of my heart that I want to just go back to Epcot. And this was like early 90s Epcot. So it was all just like, the Monsanto Corporation wants to tell you about the future of chemicals. Nitrogen is a very important element. It helps grow the corn. And like, for some reason, all that edutainment shit about the future and science was just narcotic to me. And I was like, can we go back to Epcot? I want to go back to Epcot. And my parents just looked at me, and I think it was the first time they understood that they had a nerd on their hands. They had just a goddamn stick in the mud lame-o as a child. And it was just like, it wasn't like traumatic, but it was a distinct face of disappointment. One that I would grow very familiar with, but still. Oh, yeah, Defunct Land. Defunct Land is... I don't know whether or not we'll be able to actually watch some Defunct Land, like, on stream. It depends if the content ID is, like, that insane. But still, look at this thing. Look at this big golf ball rising to the heavens. Are you kidding me? Nothing else in the world will ever, like, be this. Even this was, like, a weird lie. Just the ramblings of an old man, like, translated through the lens of an entertainment company. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I would imagine the Katamari gameplay where you get to use the spaceship Earth. Noling Stone says, that would trigger my megalophobia. Just everything about the fact that it was like half edutainment and half just blatant sci-fi futurist shenanigans. Ooh, what are you? Guest relations. All right, that's not as exciting. This was all taken in 2016. That's why you see all these blurry faces without masks. At the time, you didn't know the globe was a ride. Yeah. I remember sitting in the line being like, oh, I can't wait to just be inside the globe. I thought the globe itself was the reason. And then you walk inside and it's Jeremy Irons. Well, in the 90s, it was Jeremy Irons. Now I think it's Judi Dench. But Jeremy Irons just being like, in the past, we didn't have AT&T. And so we only communicated with rocks. But the urge to communicate will forever be like us. There's all these grainy VHS tapes you can find of the rides, you know, just like home movies. And the end of the Spaceship Earth ride, I almost said Spaceship Earth. The end of the Spaceship Earth ride, their like glorious future that they're talking about is just video conferencing. They just show people from all over the world just kind of talking to each other over communications networks with video feeds. That's like the far off, can you imagine people? And it's just Zoom. They just predicted Zoom. There's just a little robot family near the top of this thing where they're like watching their grandkids' graduation and going like, yep, there it is. I also remember Innoventions was amazing because it was just a bunch of like corporate malarkey. There was like 9,000 Sega Genesis kiosks in this thing. And like a Honeywell display where they showed off like automated curtains and shit. And again, I was just about it because I was a fucking dweeb. And all I wanted to know about were the video games and robots of the future. God. I've been in COVID for too long, man. Even just these virtual crowds are making me feel weirdly nervous. I'm just like, hey, why are all these frozen people way too close to me? The Electric Umbrella Restaurant. Weird. What was on the menu? What was on the menu at the food kiosks in 2016? Can we see? Can we get a close-up on that? Tell me what is available. Oh, yeah, Mickey Mouse ice. A popcorn scoop, souvenir bucket, a Yingling for $7.50. Are you seeing that? A $7.50 Yingling. Dear God. $3.25 for soda. $2.75 for Dasani. A Smart Water, $4.25. Jesus. Man, I miss this shit. Come on. Load, damn you. There you go. Mouse gear? What is mouse gear? Anyway. The death of the Yingling Bros. Bourbon Weather says, I'd pay $7.50 for an ice cold Yingling at Disney. Not even kidding. Yeah, I guess. I mean, clearly, if you're going to spend that much money on a beer, especially at Epcot, just like wiggle your way past the fountain and try and get to the International Pavilion. Actually, can I just zoom out? World Showcase, that's what I meant. Let's see, American Adventure, Japan Pavilion. You know what? Let's go to... No, wait, Germany. That's where the beers are. Whoop! Ja, willkommen. Germany. The Deutsch place. Oh, yeah, hold on. It's not going to be just looking at the concession stands. I swear we're not just going to be looking at the concession stands. What do we got? Come on. Get me closer. Damn it. Let's see. What really freaks me out is, like this shit. Like the fact that Epcot's, like the original thing of Epcot.
And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future.
The Florida Project.
Dedicated to the ideas,
this was like,
dreams, and the hard facts that have created America.
This was his dying wish. Like, Walt Disney conquered the goddamn world. Nobody else had ever thought, hey, what if cartoons, animations, but we actually play a record so there's sound. And then later he was like, ooh, color. And then later he was like, ooh, they're the length of a whole movie and they're in color and they have sound.
The touchstone of Disneyland's success.
Okay, so this video is literally the last thing, like the last recorded work of Walt Disney. And it was a whole, like, they showed this film after he died to like 900 muckety mucks looking for investors in like Epcot as an actual city.
Was changed, replaced by a better idea.
Oh yeah, here we go.
A whole new Disney World. And now, here is Walt Disney.
Welcome to a little bit of Florida here in California.
This is the guy.
This is where the early planning is
Uncle Walt
for our so-called Disney World project. Now, the purpose of this film is to bring you up to date about some of the plans for Disney
Mix it.
World.
Someone did think of the record thing first, but then he paid the newspapers not to talk about it. Capitalism.
Word about the site of our Florida project. As you can see on this map, we have a perfect location in Florida.
Like,
almost in the very center of the state. In fact, we selected
what was it?
this site because it's so
One YouTube video that I watched earlier today basically laid out that like the theme park was just here to justify
on this map.
his insane city.
Florida land is located partly in Orange County and Osceola County.
And this room with the giant maps and plans was like an actual, it was a real life, like kind of studio where all of his like city planners and Imagineers were actually like, they built the ceiling 16 feet high.
East and west and north and south to the center of the state. The sketches and plans you will see today are simply a starting point. Our first overall thinking about Disney World. Everything in this room may change time and time again as we move ahead. But the basic philosophy of what we're planning for Disney World is going to remain very much as it is right now.
God.
We know what our goals are. We know what we hope to accomplish.
I've like my actual,
It's the most
how do I say this?
assignment we've
My
titled at Walt Disney Productions.
My dreams, my greatest plans would fill maybe a single dorm poster, let alone
Showed you some of the
entire walls of blueprints.
Disneyland in California, what it is today.
Walt would have loved NFT.
Another amusement
Maybe.
theme park in Florida,
Maybe.
similar to the one in California. We're now developing a
Walt's definitely built from the same
theme
stuff.
park and all the facilities around it that will serve the
Like he wanted to be, I mean, he kind of did it.
variety of recreation.
He kind of did it. The fucking entertainment juggernaut we associate with all profitable creative works is his name. Oh, yeah, the Tony Stark's dad was, like, absolutely a Walt Disney riff.
Theme park and all the other tourist facilities.
I mean, even the mustache.
One small area of our enormous
There's, like, without Walt Disney, would you even have,
I am
like...
miles tall. Now that's 12 miles.
Look at this! Look at this giant thing!
And the whole area encompasses 27,000.
Supposedly, the original design of Disneyland, which had the kind of single entrance with the wheel and spoke layout, was... This is something that happened... Like, look at this. This is literally one of those projects that you read about happening in the Emirates that is, like, cost $1 billion and nobody lives there. It's the same layout. These, like, little amoeba fronds built, once again, in a weird place that has no right to support this level of human development.
Creek swamp. So one thing we don't need is a fence to protect us from trespassers. Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, the blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the...
Walt Disney is so pissed he couldn't expand Disneyland.
Right now, our plans include an
He
airport
hated
in the future,
how boxed in he was in Anaheim.
an entrance complex where all visitors will enter Disney World, an industrial park area covering about 1,000 acres, and of course, the theme park area way up here. And all these varied activities around the Disney World will be tied together by a high-speed, rapid transit system running almost the full length of the
Monorail, monorail, monorail,
The most
monorail.
exciting, the far the most important part of our Florida project, in fact, the heart of everything.
Oh, hey there, Daymok.
Disney World will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. We call it EPCOT, spelled E-P-C-O-T, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Here it is in larger scale.
The Disney castle is over 50% uninhabited. Yeah, it's a decorative castle.
EPCOT will take its
It's
cues
that and the secret suite where, like, presidents go to do crimes.
centers of American
Or I don't know.
It will be a
I don't actually believe that international crimes happen in the Cinderella suite. I just don't know what else could possibly happen in the secret Cinderella suite, you know?
And EPCOT will always be a showcase to the world for the ingenuity and imagination of America.
Bourbon, you forget.
I believe there's a challenge
You
everywhere
forget.
in the world that's more important to people everywhere than finding solutions to the problems of our cities. But where do we begin? How do we start answering this great challenge? Well, we're convinced we must start with the public need. And the need is not just for curing the old ills of old cities. We think the need is for starting from scratch on virgin land and building a special kind.
1966. 1966, he needs to solve the problem of cities. I wonder what the main problem he had with cities in 1966 was. Well, we'll never know.
Kind of new community. So that's what EPCOT is, an experimental prototype community that will always
Families
be
living in the
a
teacups,
company.
yeah. Still bigger than my first apartment in Brooklyn.
Of the future, where people actually live a life they can't find anywhere else in the world. Everything in EPCOT will be dedicated to the happiness of the people who will live, work, and play here, and those who come here from all around the world to visit our living showcase. We don't presume to know all the answers. In fact, we're counting on the cooperation of American industry to provide their very best thinking during the planning and the creation of our experimental prototype community of tomorrow. And most important of all,
Hey, comrade.
EPCOT has become a reality, and we find the need for technologies that don't even exist today. It's our hope that EPCOT will stimulate American industry to develop new solutions that will meet the needs of people. in
Perhaps a
this
final solution.
experimental community. Well, that's our basic.
It's just rapture. It's just rapture. Holy shit.
How people will actually live and work and move
He's
around.
just talking about fucking
So in the next few minutes,
He's
we'll
just talking about Rapture.
some of our
Just
preliminary
big daddies and little sisters getting in line at the Horizons ride.
This is just the beginning. And with that thought in mind, let's have a look.
No city of today will serve as the guide for the city of tomorrow. EPCOT will be a planned environment, demonstrating to the world what American communities can accomplish through proper control of planning and design.
Yeah.
EPCOT begins with an idea new among cities built since the birth of the automobile. We call it the radio plan. Picture a wheel. Like the spokes of the wheel, the city fans out along a series of radials from a bustling hub at the center of EPCOT. A network of transportation systems radiate from the central hub, carrying
Say what you will about Andrew Ryan, the turkey legs in Rapture are so delicious.
systems circulate to
I mean, they're not technically turkeys, they're genetically modified pigeons, but still.
First, the area of business and commerce. Next, the high-density apartment housing.
Work Corgi, you're talking about Celebration, Florida, and technically they broke off. They're not owned by Disney anymore. They're not like it's a freestanding city. But they definitely have still very intense local regulations.
Variety of activities found only in metropolitan cities. Cultural, social, business, and entertainment. Among its major features will be a cosmopolitan hotel and convention center, towering 30 or more stories. Shopping areas, where stores and whole streets recreate the character and adventure of places round the world.
See, like, so even this still has,
Restaurants, and a variety of
like, they had the international showcase in the original 66 plans.
Some containing services required by EPCOT's residents, but most of them designed especially to suit the local and regional needs of major corporations. Most important,
I mean, yeah, the people that live there, sure, there's some stuff, but really, we want to make sure General Electric and RCA feel happy and safe.
this entire 50 acres of city streets and buildings will be completely enclosed.
Oh,
In this climate-controlled environment, shoppers and theater-goers
oh shit.
just out for a stroll.
Justin, thank God you said that about the Xenosaga Whizbrew. I was so worried about that one.
Heat and cold.
That was
and humidity.
way outside.
Here, the pedestrian will be king, free to walk and browse without fear of
Oh?
motorized vehicles. Only electric-powered vehicles will travel above the streets of EPCOT's Central City.
Oh, shit. Sorry, YouTube people. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I am turning off the Wi-Fi devices in my immediate vicinity. Oh God, is my tablet still updating? That would be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing. My secondhand Surface Duo finally got Android 11. I've been playing with it. It's a very exciting time in the old Flesh universe. There we go. Come on, turn off. Oh, wait. People say it's okay on their side? Weird. YouTube is saying my stream health is shit, so maybe it's just me? All right, well, I'll get back to it in a sec. Here we go. All right, no, we're moving. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Scotland land. Imagine a place where you can go in an indoor Omnidome and you can see some people dressed like Scottish people, or maybe freshly imported Scottish people.
This towering hotel is the visual center of EPCOT, the shining jewel at the center of the city. It will offer tourists and vacationers.
Huh. Wait, is it still bad on YouTube? I don't get it. I'm using multi-stream, so it should be all being bounced off a third server. Interesting, interesting. Oh, okay. Nope, the warning went away. We're back. I think it was my devices. I think my devices were... No, we're bad still. Don't say we're bad still. Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Not only the
Fleshwife is also turning off her Wi-Fi.
facilities, but also a 7-acre recreation deck located high above the pedestrian and shopping areas of the city.
Oh my God, this thing is literally built like, what was the city in Final Fantasy VII? There's like an upper layer and a lower layer built on top of it. That's bizarre. That is crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. This would have been insane. This would have been actually insane.
But hidden from view, directly beneath the hotel, is another vital center. EPCOT's
Demon Whiskey, also thank you for the input on the Xeno episode.
This transportation terminal.
It really was, I was stressing out over that one.
To meet the needs of
We were supposed to have a guest for it, and they backed out at the last second.
two separate but interconnecting transit systems will move people into and out of EPCOT in speed, safety, and comfort through this central terminal. Both are electrically powered. The high-speed monorail for rapid transit over longer distances, and a concept new to the American city for shorter travel distances, the Wedway People Mover. Automobiles and trucks will not be barred.
Midgar, thank you, Rummy.
In fact, a vast
Look at this!
vehicles
Look at this!
flow through the heart of the community. Travel
Elon Musk wishes he was this insane.
reserved for specific types of vehicles.
Elon Musk could never.
Another view of EPCOT's transportation hub, and see how traffic flows through the heart of the city on 3 separate levels.
Literally Midgar.
Of the stack is the
It's literally Midgar. Oh my God.
trucks will have easy access.
They're gonna drop the upper plates to smash the underclass.
The middle level is the automobile throughway, exclusively for cars. Adjacent to the roadway are parking areas for the convenience of hotel guests. For the motorist just driving
No, Holden's gonna be playing, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy
through the center of EPCOT.
tonight.
But automobiles and freeways will not be EPCOT's major way of entering and leaving the city.
Oh yeah.
The transportation heartbeat of EPCOT will be the 2 electric-powered systems. Monorail.
Walt Disney hated cars. He hated the urban blight and sprawl that emerged around Disneyland. He hated that, like, passing trucks woke him up at night. He just, all he wanted was silent, slow electric cars.
On peak days, it carries nearly 40,000 passengers. The cars you see here are approximately 5/8 scale, considerably smaller than full-size passenger cars would be for city use. EPCOT's People Mover is a silent, all-electric system that never stops running.
So fast fact about these People Mover things. First of all, the idea that you would get off your, like, subway train and get on these, like, little itty-bitty cars is so weird. Like, what, like, you could walk faster than these things, and you just had to, like, just plant your butt and just get shuttled to your, I don't know, electro radio laboratory or wherever you were going to end up. Second of all, I almost want to show this, but at the Houston airport, they actually have exactly one of these vehicles as a, like, inter-terminal transit system. And it is slow and awkward, and I can't, it's, again, they sold it in the 70s because Walt Disney invented this magnetic propulsion silent kid cart thing, and he was so enamored with it that he just wanted someone to buy it.
As you see here are approximately 5/8 scale, considerably smaller than full-size passenger cars would be for city use. EPCOT's People Mover is a silent, all-electric system that never stops running.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Squirrel Man.
The next car is always ready. The Wedway passes through the first station.
Oh my God.
People who work in the offices and stores of EPCOT City Center board the Wedway here for their trip home. Some people leave the Wedway here, too. They live in EPCOT's high-density apartments surrounding the Metropolitan Center.
It's literally Midgar. This is
Passengers who ride the Wedway
Mega City 1. This is anime shit. Holy shit.
as it crosses EPCOT's
Mixic, how dare you? Fuck. I don't know. This feels...
more than just a broad
At least there's less shitty meme references than
the
Cryptoland.
community's varied recreational facilities. It's playgrounds for children. It's churches and it's schools.
Yeah, churches, sure.
EPCOT's neighborhood areas of single-family homes.
Gizmonic Institute, holy shit, you're right.
Here and throughout the community, residents returning from work or shopping will disembark from the Wedway at stations located conveniently just a few steps from where they live.
Demon Whiskey, what do you mean the PuppetJared art? The fan art is mostly done by Mixic, who's in the chat, and a guy named John McDevitt. The model I did is by Andy Cluthy. I mean, the model you're looking at, this guy, was done by Andy Cluthy, and he never made a VTuber rig before. And I'm thankful that he worked it out.
The homes are located in a wide green area that provides light recreation.
Oh yeah, no lawns.
And
Your
playgrounds for
house
children.
just like empties into a park.
Circulating through this area are footpaths reserved for pedestrians, electric carts, and bicycles. Children going to and from schools and playgrounds will use these paths. Always completely safe.
This is an insane amount of plan, or I can't tell. It's easy to just say that's how things are gonna be, right? You can just go ahead and just be like, yep, that's what we're gonna do. The whole thing's gonna be filled with magic. We're just gonna build magic.
From the automobile. The resident leaving home in his automobile will drive down a street reserved for motor vehicles. He then enters a one-way road that circles the city center. This road carries the motorist onto the main thruway connecting EPCOT with other points in Disney World and with Florida's nearby network of major highways. But most EPCOT residents will drive their automobiles only
God damn it, wait, really?
trips. From all over the community,
Hey, thanks for the follow. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. I have no idea. I am so sorry. Hold on. Why is this happening? I don't know why this is happening. Maybe, just maybe, Walter Elliott Disney's ghost is attacking me. YouTube is not... Am I... I'm gonna try... Am I even allowed to do this? No, I am absolutely not allowed. I am... Hold on. I apologize. This is definitely happening on the server side. What if I turn down my bitrate? Because maybe I'm not doing multi-stream. Maybe my computer is trying to blast out to render to two separate video feeds at once. And poor little RX 580 just can't handle the power. I feel bad. I feel I thought I had fixed it. I thought I had figured it out. I thought I had mastered the power. Oh, hey, Sean. Sean came in from Twitch, from YouTube to Twitch. He's feeling sassy. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Well, receive it. I'm sending it. It's happening. All right. I'm just going to not move or not do... No, that's dumb. This has to be on my end. This has to be on my end. I can't figure out any other reason.
Residents going to their jobs converge by Wedway on the center city. Many work downtown in offices, stores, and shops. But most employees go beyond the city core to their jobs. From the transportation lobby, monorail trains carry employees either to the theme park or to EPCOT's 1,000-acre industrial park.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
At this central
Or
station in
the
the
sub.
industrial complex,
Oh, a Twitch Prime.
from the monorail.
Holy shit. The Spice, you're my first sub on Twitch. I've never had that before. Thank you for using the the magic Amazon money. Jeff Bezos bucks. All right. I think all right. I'm going to end this. I'm going to lower my bit rate, and maybe that will stop this nonsense. Maybe that will solve the shenanigans. Hey, thanks for the nice words about the Xenoblade episode. More. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, whoa. Wait, these are real subs. These are real subs. Okay, all right. YouTube is borked. Whoa, all this nice stuff. Look at all this nice stuff happening. Okay, I think everybody's just jumping to Twitch. A hype train? Jesus. Fascinating. Hey, oh my God, thank you, Bourbon. A hype train? Are you kidding me? Poggers, I guess. Mucho poggers. Poggerinos. I'm hyped. I'm literally hyped right now. Hey, oh my God, I can... Boom, look at that. I can post stuff. We got emotes. All right. I apologize to the people that don't have the Twitch app on their phone or were watching under other circumstances. Maybe it's my router. Maybe something else is going crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna restart. I'm just gonna say, if you're having connection issues, jump to twitch.tv/PuppetJared for now. And I swear this will not be the case. Whoa, what was that? What was that alert? A gifted sub. What is happening here? Fascinating. Simply fascinating. The spice has flown. Hey, look at all this. Look at all this nonsense. YouTube difficulties. I'm just typing in the YouTube chat. Probably my fault. Oh my God, what is all these I can't. PuppetJared, if it continues. All right. Let's get back to this important educational Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the attempts at tech support in the chat. I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches. I promised a loosey-goosey hangout. I promised you a casual time.
And again board Wedway cars that radiate to each facility.
Hey, Crafty Joker, thank you for the Prime subscription, Bezos bucks.
People who live in EPCOT. But it will mean much more, not only for this community, but also for American industry.
Hey, look at all these follows.
Here, the Disney staff will work with individual companies to create a showcase of industry at work.
Oh yeah, this is another thing about the original plan that is insane to me.
The 6 million people who visit Disney World each year will look behind the scenes at experimental prototype plants, research and development laboratories.
The idea was these would be active laboratories that tourists were free to just like look through a glass window and just like gawk at. Hey! Look at all these fun subs.
Composed of many.
Thank you for all the niceness.
Planned and built a few miles apart. In Disney World, 20,000 people will actually live in EPCOT. Their homes will be built in ways that permit ease of change, so that new products may continuously be demonstrated. Their schools will welcome new ideas.
This is the crazy part. What they just said, the homes will be available, like built for specific changes. That means that if this got built and you were living in the EPCOT city of tomorrow, Walt Disney could like have, a 3-martini lunch with the head of Honeywell and be like, fuck it. Everybody gets robot light switches, and just they would go into your house without needing your permission and just start changing shit, just like building and adding shit to your house, which sounds exciting. I myself am an early tech adopter. I would love it if my weird cartoon overlord just gave me fancy gadgets. But that's also like, you would have to submit just all control over your home and life to the Disney Corporation and their partner subsidiaries to like, you're just like, fuck it. I guess Walt says my kids have to learn Esperanto.
So that everyone who grows up in EPCOT will have skills in pace with today's world. EPCOT will be a working community with employment for all. And everyone who lives here will have a responsibility to help keep this community an exciting, living blueprint of the future.
What they just said, what they imply, hey, thanks One Phil Guy for the sub. What he just said is literally, if you lose your job, you have to leave EPCOT. It's a literal company town. It's, yeah, if like Monsanto is like, actually, we don't need a servo motor engineer or whatever, you lose your house. Your kids have to move schools. You cannot stay. And that's like part of the, goddamn, look at Siniscro. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm still using the zombie widget. Like, I really did not think that this would be happening. Thank you so much.
Future. And now here again is Walt Disney.
That's the starting point for our experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Walt had been dead for 2 months when this film was aired or shown to investors.
Like this is so vast in scope that no one company alone can make it a reality. But if we can bring together the technical know-how of American industry and the creative imagination of the Disney organization, I'm confident.
Torgo, goddamn.
Disney World,
service guarantees citizenship. Oh boy.
I believe we can build a community that more people will talk about and come to look at than any other area in the world. And with your cooperation...
One idea Walt had was to minimize your available... goddamn, Work Orgy, thank you for the subscription. Shit. This is a lot. I I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all. This is, oh, I got to get my act together real fast. Oh, no. Oh, no, your love and support. Wait, are we actually close to a hype train? God. Oh, a level 3 hype train. I don't know. Can I give myself bits? Do I still have bits? Oh, my God. Yep, we did it. The hype train. Come on, ride the hype train and ride it. Let's see. I could have sworn I had more. I had submitted way more emotes. Are the people that are subbed, do you have like more Jared emotes? Or do you just have that one explosion one? God damn. A level 3 hype train. Could you even imagine? Huh. That's all I got. I submitted way more emotes than that. Oh well. Hey, bits! Shapes! Delicious shapes! Thank you for the shapes! Yum, 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 yum. Mmm, tasty, tasty shapes. I need them to live. That's why they're purple. They're purple so that I can digest them better. Mmm. Oh my gosh. And there's the octopus.
I'm sure this experimental prototype community of tomorrow
Hey!
will influence the future of city living for generations to come. It's an exciting challenge, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for
Asking for a friend, I'm sure.
Speaking for myself and the entire Disney organization, we're ready to go right now.
Incredible. Incredible. And instead of that, we got this thing. We got just a weird, overgrown science museum for nerds. Take me to the Japan pavilion. Ah, Japan. There we go. We did it. Who needs to go to glorious Nippon when you have 2 buildings in Florida? Does Japan even have a ride? Like, there's no Frozen ride or, like, anything, right? I don't even... What can you do in Japan? In Disney Japan? You can eat sushi. You can eat that wonderful Florida sushi. I think some of the... What's it? In America, there was that Muppet thing. Ooh... Oh, you can buy a Daruma. Do you guys know about Darumas? They're like one of my favorite things in Japanese culture. It's based on a monk, or it's the idea was there was a Buddhist monk who meditated for so long that his limbs literally atrophied and fell off. And the idea is when you buy it, both eyes are blank, and you fill in the pupil for only one of the eyes, and you set a task. You set a goal for yourself, and you just leave it somewhere so that it's like one filled-in eye is constantly staring at you and reminding you that you have to finish that thing you wanted to do. And only when you've accomplished your goal do you fill in the other eye. I love it. Yeah, chaos magic. Darumas, baby. Was that a Pikachu? Hold on. No. Yeah! There's Pokemon and Hello Kitty. Ah, Japan. Who need... why travel abroad when you can buy a Charizard cap? Weird. Let's see. So all of these rides, Ellen's energy, in 360. Can we do this? Come on, baby. Wow. All right, folks. Folks, we're doing Ellen's Energy Adventure. which was, what was, you know what? I'm going to just look it up. Universe of Energy. Okay. Just for backstory, EPCOT had all of these pavilions, which were all sponsored by, that's how they paid for it when they finally built the theme park in '82. And so GE had like the World of Motion that was about transportation. Monsanto had the World of Chemistry. There was one about aluminum. And one by one, all of the sponsors kind of dropped off. And they kind of like were stuck because they either had to make it more commercial or they had to like revamp it. But Universe of Energy was originally sponsored by ExxonMobil. And this is one of my memories. This is one of my insane primordial memories is like this. I was 7 years old. And in the Universe of Energy thing, they were like, so anyway, the world's going to run out of oil within your lifetime. And also global warming is real. Good luck with that. And like, that was burned into my brain. And it was the first time I understood that like shit is fucked up. And we knew it like in 1982, in the 90s. By the early 90s, even Exxon was like, yep, someone should probably take care of this. Oh, hi, Fleshwife. I didn't see you there. Fleshwife, do you want to say hi to the Twitch audience?
Oh, hi, Twitch audience.
Hey, Fleshwife. So then they had to revamp it in 96. And I've never seen it in, hey, everybody's happy. They changed it to this thing starring Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Nye. And this is 96 Ellen. Shit, I was going to save that for later. Wait, where is it? Where was that 360 thing? Ah, there we are. Here we go. So it starred Ellen. Pre-talk show Ellen, just like friendly sitcom Ellen, pre-Finding Nemo Ellen.
Hi, and welcome to the Universe of Energy. How are you? No need to answer. You know, you're probably surprised to see me here, aren't you? But then there's probably a lot of places you'd be surprised to see me when you think about it.
God.
You were driving in your car, for instance, okay?
The pre-roll.
Don't close your eyes in the car, but right now think about it. You're in your car, you're driving, and then all of a sudden from the back seat I just pop up and go, you just whack.
Oh, that's fun.
That would be
That's fun. She's jumping from screen to screen.
for me to do that to you. How did I get in your car anyway? Did you lock the car? Maybe it was
See, she's still doing stand-up because she's Ellen DeGeneres, the stand-up comedian.
here as a spokesperson for the Universe of Energy. I mean, that's crazy. You know, I mean, I'm an expert on
Are you guys getting the stereo effect? I can hear Ellen bouncing from headphone to headphone.
But energy, I mean, there was a time I could care less about it. And then suddenly everything changed. One day I was sitting in my apartment. I said I was sitting in my apartment when, there it is. I'd offer you some snacks, but I can't hear me. Hey, you! How about sharing some of those chips? No, you're on a diet. Me, how about you? Anyway, I'm watching TV and my favorite show's about to start.
I was all about this shit. I loved this shit.
Told you it was my favorite show. Who is it? And of course, no one locks their doors in New York.
Hey, it's your neighbor, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hey, Bill Nye the Science Guy, it's Ellen, the...
Bill!
Just Ellen, I guess. What can I do you for?
I'd like to borrow some aluminum foil, a clothespin, and a candle.
Another hot day, huh?
Actually, I'm working on a new experiment.
Take whatever you need. I don't want to miss any of the game.
You know, in real life, they actually never talk to each other.
Of Energy at Princeton University, Dr. Judy Peterson.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
It's my old college roommate, Judy Peterson. She's such a smarty pants, know-it-all. I had the best nickname for her, though.
What was that?
I'm going to try and skip till the actual ride.
She has a PhD.
I know, but it made me feel better. So now I guess she's some hotshot, energetic professor.
She's a professor.
Still, it's kind of brilliant.
Whatever. Who cares about
Like,
stupid
while you're
Judy
sitting
Peterson
here,
energy?
feeling like you're already like part of the experience, you're really just like another stage of the line.
Side, it's just that without energy, nothing would go, nothing would happen. I mean, there'd be nothing.
Well, then we'd really be a
Oh my God, this video part goes. All
Yeah,
right.
well, what is,
And now, let's return to Ellen's dream.
Please stay clear of the open doors. They are closing.
Oh, this is the ride. They were in the ride the whole time. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Why is it so dark?
because there's nothing to see.
Let me get this straight. You brought me back billions of years so you could show me nothing?
Sort of.
I don't know what direction
Out
I'm
of this
facing.
nothing,
Oh, there we are.
Many scientists believe the universe was born.
Must have been a big delivery room, huh?
Everybody is making fun of how boring this is. I was glued. This was the most my jam.
It contains all.
I loved the dark ride experience. I loved the edutainment. I loved the weird, like, in the future, the corporations will have fixed everything.
The piggy bank?
No, the Big Bang.
The ding dang?
The Big Bang.
Oh.
Now, what's
Where am I? What is happening?
millions of years? Oh boy. Ready for cover?
I mean, yes, I was 5. That shouldn't matter.
All right, universe, you're clear to take off. Go.
It's either 96. The concept of edutainment.
Good night.
Like if we did something like
Night.
an Oregon Trail episode, maybe we could. Wait, no. This is still not the ride. Are the doors just so you don't get up and walk around? When's the ride? Get me the ride. Wait, is this? No, this isn't it. Where's the dinosaurs? There's supposed to be dinosaurs. I'm confused.
Here we are. 220 million.
The apple cart,
years
that
in
is
the
a
Earth's
very
past,
good.
Give or take a day.
Bill? Bill, I know I asked you to help me with this energy.
There's 4
stuff
parts to
and
this?
everything, but
Oh,
can you
okay.
tell me,
Yeah, I'm jumping out of this.
And amazingly enough,
Is that Jamie Lee Curtis?
Brown, you have managed to come from
Hell yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
high duty for the lead. Well done.
Well, I just had to figure out how to work this little clicky thing here.
I can't believe I skipped away before I realized consummate hottie of the 90s, Jamie Lee Curtis, was in this.
Zip it, Judy.
And the 80s, and the 70s. Timeless hottie.
And that means we're going to have to say goodbye. However, we want to thank you for coming here today, and we do have some lovely party gifts for you backstage.
Somebody sneezed in this audience.
Here for you right now, Al.
It's a long-lasting, low-energy light bulb. Enjoy the efficiency.
Boy, there goes a real bundle of energy, huh? All right, ladies. You will recall that our final Jeopardy category on today's program is the future.
Oh, now I'm desperate. 360. Dinosaur ride through segment. Wait. I'm upset now. I'm upset. Wait, I skipped the dinosaur part?
The future of energy. And so
Oh, I did. Holy shit. C. Gonzo, thank you. Are you like a Disney nerd? Are you a Disney person?
I should get going because I'm supposed to be have dinner with friends.
Do you have like insider knowledge about EPCOT?
Hey, what's over there? Show me the dinos.
Almost Denidosaur. No, wait, see Gonzo. I feel like you have ancient knowledge. I feel like you're the kind of person whose brain I have to pick. Mr. 51, I beg of you. So yeah, we are moving.
Bill?
We're moving through a weird hallway. I might have worked. Oh, you're a former cast member. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. All right. See, Gonzo. Was EPCOT a shit gig when you worked as a cast member? My fiance's mom is obsessed with DW, knows pretty much everything, constantly watches DW videos. Oh, Green Shield, okay.
Excuse me, please. No, you come over here. I'm not taking one more step until I can see where I'm going.
I worked in Anaheim, not World, just visited. Ah, okay. I got very excited. Nah, it was a false alarm. False alarm. Tell her about the steam. Aren't these dinosaurs supposed to be moving and stuff? This freeze? All right, there we go. There we go. Wow. Models of dinosaurs moving slightly. That's neat. It's neat that the rows of seats are moving. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dorito Killer. Yeah. It did close a few years ago. What are they going to replace it with? They're trying to replace it with, the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. They're doing a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction, which I think is the first Disney World Marvel thing. Oh, hey, Ractoony. Hey, it's Ractoony. One of my closest, one of my favorite raccoon VTuber friends. All right. That was... What year? In 2018, when they shut the ride down.
Is this real? This is me? This is not real. This is the robot they used for Ellen's energy adventure?
In Disney World, it's the first Marvel thing.
That is so offensive. That is like these clothes. T-shirt and the pants are real? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I guess my writers don't understand you're supposed to feel good when you get a gift. That is horrible. This looks like Annabelle's mother. It looks like it's all part like we really could start.
Amazing. All right, that was Universe of Energy. What else? Oh, Journey into Imagination. Oh, Journey into Imagination. Oh my God. Another Primordial Sense memory, 1991. That'll be the year I did it. Journey into Imagination, Figment Puppet. So I already told Marie this story, but she got, she was almost like, oh, come on, someone's got to have it. I saw this yesterday. Figment Puppet Guide. So in Journey of Imagination, the Dreamfinder, once in a while there was a cast member that sat outside it. This is a recreation. I couldn't find video of the original, but there was a guy, a cast member dressed up. dressed up like the Dreamfinder Woogity Woo guy. And he had a Figment puppet. And the idea was the Figment puppet was moving even though I could see his hand. And I didn't understand how the puppet was working because it was like responding to my questions. It wasn't like an animatronic thing. And again, I was like 5 or 6 years old and my mind was getting actively blown. My mind was getting actively blown by the fact that this puppet was moving on its own. And clearly there was just like the guy, his right arm was just fake and just sewn to the puppet. But my child brain didn't realize it. And I was like on the verge of tears, begging this cast member, please tell me how the puppet works. Please, I beg of you. Because if he couldn't tell me, then magic was real.
Closely at the armpit around
and
back.
That would have broken my brain, and my parents had to like gently shuffle me aside because I was so intensely just like upset at how the puppet could move even though I could see both of his hands. But this is just a fan recreation. The real one, you have to believe 5-year-old me was way more believable. You know what? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that this formative memory of a purple puppet might have actually inspired my descent into purple puppetness. Popcorn bucket fiasco. No? Disney popcorn bucket. What's like 10 days ago? Huh.
Absolutely insane. There are longer wait times for this popcorn bucket than there are for most of
Oh, it's based on Figment.
Yeah, earlier today, it was 5-minute wait for the Figment ride, but it was at that time, 5-hour wait.
5 hours.
Popcorn bucket. I think it was hitting wait times of 7 hours.
7 hours.
People selling them for $150,
wow.
$200 on eBay. People making artwork. We'll talk about that later.
God, people really love that journey into imagination thing. Hold on, I gotta check. eBay, Figment, popcorn bucket. I wonder if there's still a bunch on there. $185, $105, $180. Wow. Wow. $250, $600, buy it now. At this rate, I'd be only $84. Figment popcorn bucket drawing. Weird. Man, Disney people are crazy. There's like I get it. I understand. Oh shit. Someone found a video of the original puppet. Torgo, God bless you. Snappy. Oh my God. Please, come on. Let me copy the thing. There we go. This I gotta see. Because this freaked me out.
Hello there. I'm the Dream Finder, and my little purple friend is a figment of my imagination.
This is it.
You know,
this was it. He talked.
Dreams are made of.
And you wouldn't believe all the dreams floating around out there during Christmas.
So many of them.
Blew my fucking brain.
My wonderful dream
exploded. I could not.
Rainbows, feathers,
I could not understand what was happening.
We've been collecting the wonderful Christmas wishes our guests here at EPCOT Center have been dreaming, and we store these marvelous ideas right here in the Dream Port.
Can we see them, Dream Finder?
Well, I don't know, Figment.
It is Christmas.
Okay, magical hats were not a thing. That was a camera trick.
I know I left them around here somewhere.
The hand is so clearly fake. It was so obvious. I feel so dumb.
But calm down. Dreams are delicate things, especially Christmas dreams. You ready? Let's see what some of our EPCOT Center guests wish for Christmas.
I wish for peace in this world.
I wish it would be like this on Christmas Day in Massachusetts.
To win the Illinois lottery.
I wish I had a new job worth over $1 million a year.
Oh my God. I think ventriloquism or like someone remote via radio who was like in the crowd, just kind of doing some like riffing. That's how I assumed they did it.
Have a baby brother, right?
Oh my God! Look at all the
I wish at
80s humans.
In the day. I wish for everyone to be as happy as I am right now.
All right. Okay, finally, closure of the puppet. Thank you for that, Torgo. Demon Whiskey Nick says, this is fucking rad, dude. I grew up with makeup artist parents, so I knew how the sausage was made from a young age, but it never killed the magic for me. Aww. Oh, what a lovely sentiment. But yeah, Disney adults, like the fantasy of a perfect world where everything is controlled and everything is clean and there's a enforced code of conduct and there's constant new amusements made by the most brilliant people on earth to entertain and delight you. I get it. I get why you want to hold on to that feeling and sustain it and make it and like hold on to it so tight that it becomes part of even your waking world. But it's you know, you might as well be like, yep, I want to live at the circus. Like, it's just not a sustainable thing. Thank you for the follow, Virtual Ene. Virtual Eni. Wait, your parents made The Thing, RoboCop, and Darkness from Legend? Does that mean you got to hang out with Tim Curry? Every small child's dream? My cousin is currently in Florida because his GF is a Disney girl. Aw, I'm sorry. Florida can be nice. It's Florida, but, you know, you got... Oh, nice. Hi, NHN. Oh, your dad's best friend is Rob Bottin. That's amazing. His fucking Rob Bottin's name comes up all the time on Whizbrew. He is like one of the MVPs. I said Bottin. Oh, wait. Did I watch your video about the bucket? Did I literally do that? I elbow bumped Marcus Parks once. Yeah, we all got our celebrity stories. A fun story about me and Marcus Parks. He produced the podcast That's My Livelihood. Ellen's Energy Adventure. We're done with that. We're over that. We're done with that. No. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was in Japan. Zoop? Let's see. World Showcase. Soaring around. Oh, Test Track. Spaceship Earth. Where's the seas? Can't remember this. Oh, man. Hold on. Are we in Norway? Yep, we're in Norway. I'm trapped in a room in EPCOT Center's Norway. How did I get in here? Can I leave? Can I leave this room? Can I leave this room in Norway? No, I'm what? Where am I? Also, hi weird tourist family. Stop staring at me. Stop. I didn't mean to cut in line. I swear. Oh, it's because some bald asshole is taking 360 pictures. I mean, thank you, bald asshole, for giving me this inside look. Oh, this was already the Frozenified Norway land. Weird. Get me out of here. Get me out of Norway. I said, let me leave. Let me leave. I'm trapped. I'm trapped in the frozen land. Got to pull up. Got to get out of here. Let's see. Let's try between Test Track. I never understood Test Track. I know they did it to, I know it was like one of Michael Eisner's deal. I know Michael Eisner wanted to get rid of a lot of these edutainment things and replace them with more like ridey rides, because he was a businessman and he knew that like he had to get cool teens to like EPCOT Center. Presented by Chevrolet. Hold on. I want to get back onto imagination, the imagination kick. Where is it? Where is Journey into Imagination. Come on, give me that with Figma. Oh, right. They like messed it up. Within the oh my God, the pavilion. So the story with this one, this is like Disney fans. Disney fans hate what happened to the Journey into Imagination because it got like completely borked. Wait, Twitch lost video too? No. Maybe. I genuinely think my bit rate is too high on my rig. And instead of streaming to one server and having the server blasted both out, I'm uploading to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and it's choking my bandwidth. I think that's, I apologize. Yeah, they added Eric Idle. Journey into Imagination 360? Not 350. Wow, I'm dumb. 1983. Oh, shit. Can we do Defunctland? I'm going to try. I'm on Twitch.
Journey into Imagination is not gone. And that's one thing that I'm hesitant to do episodes on for Defunctland is because it's still there, kind of. I mainly deal with just extinct rides. But do you consider, Ron, that it's gone? Do you think that the original intention in the original ride is gone, or do you think
it's gone? It's completely gone. The story, the message. See, EPCOT Center was supposed to be an inspirational park. The Imagination Pavilion showed you where everything else in EPCOT came from, where everything in the world came from, because it all comes from the Imagination.
There he is.
And so that's gone.
Cursed puppet.
Gone.
Foundational puppet. God, the production. Defunctland does it so much better than anybody has a right to. Imagination, a dream come true. Tactical hot dog.
On October 1st, 1982, the second park at Walt Disney World opened to the public. The then named EPCOT Center was the third Disney park to be built, and the first to stray away from the Magic Kingdom style. The Imagineers took EPCOT in a different direction than Walt Disney's original experimental prototype Community of Tomorrow, choosing to create a theme park reminiscent of a classic World's Fair. While Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom promoted the idea of fantasy and the power of story, EPCOT would showcase the importance of technological and cultural progress. In the Future World section of the park, pavilions were planned themed around the major concepts supporting society, such as
proper
transportation,
people. I never heard of that channel. I gotta check them out.
Technology, and the environment.
I
However,
love
there
these
was an
kind of
outlier,
deep dive
a large
YouTube
building featuring
mini
two
doc
large
essay
glass
things.
pyramids,
It's
named
like
the Imagination Pavilion.
an incredible.
It was much less tangible of an idea than the ocean or computers,
I don't know.
But the execution made its inclusion clear.
Advancement
and its development has started nearly
in
a decade
YouTube meta.
Walt Disney's pledge that Disneyland would never be completed now rests with a new generation of designers like Tony Baxter.
I started with Disneyland back when I first, in my first year of college, and I was employed out there as an ice cream scooper. And it wasn't that I wanted to scoop ice cream, but I really wanted to work at Disneyland.
In the mid-1970s, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was entering development at Disneyland. The project was the first spearheaded by Imagineering legend Tony Baxter. It was to replace the Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland, a Frontierland train ride featuring animated animals. This took up a lot of the area's land, and the plans for Big Thunder still left plenty of space for other attractions.
Disneyland is around 80 developed acres. In addition to that are these 30 acres up here, 35, that have nothing in them.
Baxter didn't want to leave this section of the park unutilized, so he created an extension to Big Thunder's story that would provide a wonderful blueprint for a new land to be named Discovery Bay. Since Big Thunder Mountain had gold within it, Baxter concocted a story of what the lucky miners would do after finding their fortune. The man that survived the mine's collapse was Jason Chandler, a young innovator that would continue to head west with his wealth, founding Discovery Bay and funding the inventions of the explorers and scientists.
All these failed Disney things.
This steampunk dream would feature attractions such as a Nautilus simulator, an underwater restaurant, a dark ride shooter,
an underwater restaurant.
And
yeah, sure.
Professor Marvel's Galaxy of Wonders. This animatronic show was to feature the unique Carousel Theater rotating show building that other Disney attractions, the Carousel of Progress, and America Sings utilized. The compelling inventor Professor Marvel would put on a musical showcase featuring his wacky experiments and his fantastical animals, one of which was his trusty pet dragon.
Discovery Bay is kind of a
place that makes sense.
It's a Victorian place that occurred at the turn of the century. It's the kind of place
like the Dreamfinder's weird Jules Verne-ass steampunk aesthetic kind of stands out in all the Epcot, like, futurism. Like, I think that's part of the reason why it was so compelling and felt like its own separate thing. And it makes sense that it was originally part of some, like, 1800s frontier shenanigans.
Place that Jules Verne or H.G. Wells might have inhabited. So you'll actually be able to, for instance, board the Nautilus and have a very elegant meal down below the water while you're being serenaded on the pipe organ and looking out at all the scenic wonders of the ocean floor from those overhead windows. This is just one of the adventures that might go into here. There's, like I said,
when this sort of shit aired on the Disney Channel back in the day, I would have, like, I was clawing my eyes out. I was like, I don't care about these boring people and their boring thoughts.
Disney had a lot on their plate as they neared the new decade, including the construction of Epcot and their first park overseas, Tokyo Disneyland. This, and the failure of the 1974 film, an adaptation of Jules Verne's The Island at the Top of the World, is most likely the reason the Discovery Bay does not rest along the rivers of America today. But Baxter's concepts were too unique and interesting to be forgotten, and he attempted to implement them into his next project.
Yeah.
As development on Epcot
began,
Baxter was
I
given
hear
the
that.
opportunity to design the Land Pavilion, which was to be sponsored by a logging company.
That's like the
Baxter's
big
design put an emphasis on
that's one of the big
agriculture and
things about
mankind's usage
Disney
of
World
resources, all while displaying
is that,
the beauty
like,
of Earth's
it's not
nature. The show
you
building was
can't be a
comprised of 7
magical
towering
place that
crystals, 5 of which
costs
would feature different
$100
environments
per
that guests
family
walk
member to
through.
visit.
The pavilion's main attraction was to be called the Blueprints of Nature, a suspended dark ride that took guests on a hot air balloon ride over the different.
And that's just wait.
The finale of the
is
ride
$100 just for like one theme park, or can you hop around
habitats surrounding the pavilion
for $100?
This was Baxter's attempt to salvage a concept for a Discovery Bay attraction, the Western Balloon Ascent, that would have allowed guests breathtaking views while transporting them to Fantasyland. The original Land Pavilion was another brilliant concept by Baxter, but once again, it was not to be. The land lost its sponsor, and Kraft Foods quickly replaced them. Kraft was more interested in a pavilion focused on agriculture and food production, and Baxter's concept was scrapped in favor of attractions such as Living with the Land and the now defunct Kitchen Cabaret. Of course, Baxter wasn't about to let his ideas die, and his third attempt was the charm.
Put a pin on that. Put a pin on Kitchen Cabaret. That is prime 80s Disney animatronic nightmare fuel.
Time. And best of all, we'll be saving all of it to enjoy again and again. You can too with a Brownie movie camera like this. I was just taking a picture of David and Ricky on Tom Sawyer's raft. Now I'll get one of Ozzy enjoying himself in his own way.
Oh wait, Pippa posted the ticket prices. Hold on, pause. We gotta see this. How much does it cost? Can I even afford to go to Disney World right now? One park per day age 10 plus, $109. Shut the front fuck. Shut the fuck door. No way. Park Hopper Plus, admission to more than one theme park per day and water parks, $194. First of all, to even like hit more than one park per like in a day, it's like, that's like Oregon Trail shit. You'd have to like ration food, go at a strenuous, like your family would hate you. Your family would leave you if you did that shit. That is obscene. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Disney adults, maybe donate to your local food shelter or something. Holy fuck. $100. You don't think it's crazy? I don't know, man. I don't know. That feels prohibitive. Like if this is really the way of the future, if this is like if this was what America is supposed to be, probably charge enough that like people with normal jobs can go.
Brownie movie camera for only $32.50 or as little as $3.50 down. Remember, Brownie movie cameras are made by Kodak, and the surest way to better movies is to insist on that name, Kodak.
Kodak, a longtime sponsor of Disney parks, was set to sponsor the pavilion located directly south of the Land Pavilion. The topic had not been chosen for the pavilion, and Kodak just wished for something imaginative. This caused Baxter to consider reviving another concept from Discovery Bay, Professor Marvel and his pet dragon.
I don't know, something imaginative. That's a hell of a prompt.
Who would lead guests on a ride signifying the importance of imagination. Baxter and his team were aware audiences would not enjoy a lecture on the concept, so they did their best to create a world of fantasy that would inspire guests to use their own imaginations. The ride was able to use some of the steampunk-era designs left over from Discovery Bay, and they even snuck a few hot air balloons and fireworks in there as well. Baxter tweaked the story of the Professor and Dragon to the memorable Dreamfinder and Figment. Dreamfinder would be a friendly bearded man with a Santa Claus-esque jolliness to him, and Figment would be a cute dragon that Dreamfinder had conjured from his creativity. Baxter recalls that he got the idea for Figment from an episode of the television series Magnum P.I.
What?
A character whose lawn had been chewed by a goat was told that it was a figment of his imagination.
Wait. Shit. I should have been writing this down. Shit, this is actually really important information. Fuck. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we got to remember this. If I don't mention Magnum P.I. on the podcast episode, I have failed. I am bad at my job. Jesus Christ. Magnum P.I.? Magnum fucking P.I. A guy saw an episode of Magnum P.I., yada, yada, yada. 5-year-old me is traumatized by a puppet.
And don't tell me it's a figment of my imagination. Figments don't eat rare tropical flowers. Mine have been decimated.
Baxter became enthralled by the word, as it was easily recognizable yet not fully utilized in any major way at the time. The late Imagineer Ex Intensio and others also had a part in bringing the figment that audiences found when the attraction opened to life, with its 2 tiny wings, eyes big and yellow, horn of a steer, and a lovable fellow. After the ride's topic and characters were created, the Imagineers created various sections of the dark ride, each focusing on a different medium that imagination helps create. The original theme song of the ride was recorded by frequent Disney songwriter Robert Mullen.
Let's all take a journey into imagination, where inspiration goes far beyond our world of space and time.
Weird.
But this was rejected, and the even more frequent Disney songwriters, the Sherman Brothers, were hired instead. They composed the theme song, entitled
Anecdotally, in his waning years, Walt would demand the Sherman Brothers leave their office and perform songs from Mary Poppins for him, and it would move him to tears.
One Little Spark that had different variations sung throughout the ride. The attraction was to originally have
gotta keep those Sherman Brothers
system, but these were removed during construction. The attraction also featured a unique variation to the classic Omnimover ride system used in many Disney attractions. This version included separate 4-car trains that could move at different speeds independently from the other trains at different points in the ride. The attraction was to have fog machines to give the illusion the guests were floating on a cloud, but these did not last long as the fog would have damaged the sets. With the elements designed and construction beginning, Journey into Imagination was already showing its brilliance. But Epcot's opening day was approaching fast, and the Imagineers were far behind schedule.
Oh, hey! Thanks for gifting a sub. Oh, this is so weird.
We talk about
I keep forgetting that everybody's on Twitch right now.
There is no imagination crisis in this country, especially here at Disney World. We've gathered.
I worked so hard to get that YouTube partnership.
Good to have you here at Epcot.
And like, Twitch just handed out affiliate like it was a fucking like a goddamn peppermint
all over the universe.
at a cash register.
The stuff dreams are made of: sounds, colors, ideas, anything that sparks the imagination. And I store these sparks in the Journey into Imagination Pavilion. And the guests and I recombine.
He's talking just like the Pringles mascot.
I'm left to assume that you do not dream alone. Who's your little purple?
God! The hand was fake. It was a fake hand. That's how they did it.
Very proud of you. You see, I threw together the two tiny wings, the nose of a crocodile, the horns of a dilemma, and all the calm and reserve of a small child.
You wish that was Tom Kenny.
The Imagination Pavilion began construction a mere 15 months before Epcot.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
The pavilion was to feature 3 main attractions: the signature dark ride, its post-show, and the 3D film Magic Journeys. Per Kodak's contract with Disney, one of these 3 attractions was required to operate on opening day. Journey into Imagination was experiencing a few snags with construction on top of the already short window the team was given to create the ride. Journey's post-show, the interactive playground ImageWorks, featured state-of-the-art interactive technology. The Imagineers hadn't worked out all the kinks in the complex walkthrough attraction, so it wouldn't be ready for Epcot's October 1st opening either.
Yeah,
film Magic Journeys.
I messed with my stream settings, and I think
was running behind schedule.
I'm not sure what the problem is, but YouTube was chugging.
Pavilion. Their solution was to shoot a short promotional film using the strolling Dreamfinder, played by Ron Schneider, who was still developing the popular walk-around character at the time. The short film was to play in the Magic Eye Theater and was to show a preview of the unfinished Magic Journeys.
Yeah.
With my impatient young friend, you can't rush creativity. Takes time.
Hello there, young boy.
Uh-huh. And is it now the time for a preview of the Magic Journey film?
By golly, you're right. I'd better hurry up.
Follow me, children, into my Spillaboop machine. And a Razzmatazz and a Willy Bong Billy. I've been given medicinal cocaine. I can't. Dare I? Dare I? Who's holding out on YouTube? Nah, there's 12 loyal people on YouTube. I can't abandon them. They're living with the buffering. Oh wait, never mind. It's still borked on YouTube. I just got a warning. Amazing.
Now, Dreamfinder? The glasses?
Now, Figment. And all our friends in the audience, too. With special glasses on, now we can all enjoy a preview of Magic Journeys.
However, this film was not used, because less than a week before Epcot's opening, Magic Journeys was ready. 2 months later, ImageWorks opened the pavilion's main doors. Visitors would walk past the queue for the unfinished dark ride, make their way up the stairs, and be given a view of Epcot through the glass pyramids. They could then enter the playground of the future. There were a variety of activities in which guests could interact with the technology. This included Dreamfinder School of Drama, an attraction that allowed guests to star in a movie with Dreamfinder via
This was insane. I think he's going to explain it, but this whole setup was like bleeding edge technology that like previously was barely conceivable for like for human beings to like actually engage with. Like not even TV stations had this level of tech yet. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Ding dong ding.
Pre-recorded film and blue screen. In these films, Dreamfinder was played by the then young Imagineer Joe Rohde. Guests were given the option of 3 films: Enchanted Travelers, Wily Wizard the Cranky King, a fantasy, Deputies in The Return of Sagebrush, a Western, or Acrobatic Astronauts in Galactic Getaway, a sci-fi film. During the 2013 D23 Expo, Tony Baxter gave a presentation on the former attractions of Disney parks. Included was an early test of the Western overlay of Dreamfinder's School of Drama, starring Baxter and his Imagineering team.
This is Joe Rohde, in case we have audio. Audio?
With the help of this magical blue stage,
Well,
your imagination, we're going to travel back to the days of the Old West.
Wow. Yeah, that World's Fair energy. Walt was for the original city, he looked at old layouts of the Columbia Pavilion.
We were all 12. This was pretty advanced, though, even up in the airport. For 1980, to sandwich a lifetime video between a foreground plate and a background plate, and do it every 4 minutes all day long was pretty advanced. We shot this all at the Billy Graham Studios in Hollywood, non-union, and a lot of the performers there worked at Disneyland, and all the costuming came from Disneyland costuming. And Joe, we got for free.
Okay, so it's having the elements in front of the blue screen characters. That was the big get. That was what made it way more advanced than just the Weatherman.
Guests could also manipulate giant kaleidoscopes mounted on the wall. The electronic philharmonic allowed guests to conduct an orchestra by waving their hands within a sensor. On the other side of this was the dressing room for the strolling Dreamfinders. The Magic Palette allowed guests to draw in pictures on computer screens.
Oh, this thing!
Part of Imageworks was the entrance to the
Oh my god. Wait, that little drawy thing.
The Magic Palette allowed
blew my fucking mind. Blew my mind. And I know it was already the 90s, but god damn.
Guests to draw in pictures on computer screens. Probably the most famous part of Imageworks was the entrance to the sensor maze, the Rainbow Corridor. This was using a lot of promotional material. And
I got yelled at for running back and forth through this thing.
These are just a few of the interactive attractions Imageworks offered, and the lineup was updated and changed throughout the years. The pavilion was also known for its array of fountains located in...
Oh, fuck those fountains!
Leapfrog fountains provided the perfect introduction...
Goddamn laminar flow over here!
5 months after Epcot's opening, Imagineers were putting the finishing touches on the dark ride. Figment and Dreamfinder had already been introduced to guests through promotional material, strolling actors, and the various attractions in Imageworks. But with the grand opening of the ride approaching, they were about to become legends.
Well, where do you come from originally?
I come from somebody's imagination. We're all wonderful and incredibly...
God, 80s robots.
He hasn't been
80s robots were the jankiest thing.
Absolutely right. Somebody was telling me that about a character named Dreamfinder who lives in the Imagination Pavilion.
That is correct, Mr. King.
And he is the latest creation, I hear, and a real expert on the subject of creativity.
Wait, is that a young Drew Barrymore?
I could meet...
Thanks for the follow.
Your wish is my command.
Oh my god. It might be.
This is Master K and Drew. Drew. Master K, meet the keeper of the sparks of imagination, Dreamfinder.
It's nice to meet you. And this is my assistant and good right arm, Figment.
I understand you're in charge of some very creative things.
It's just,
that would be terrible.
I'll stop talking about it, but seeing the puppet again through the lens of the decades is still just sending me reeling.
Just inside that place instead. Imagination is my game, the sparks of which ignite the flame of your own creativity. And that's real great for you and me.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Want to go inside?
I sure do.
Journey into imagination.
I mean, it's puppets on puppets on puppets, Mr. Shanks.
Friend Figment, whisking you through words,
lasers. Goddamn, you threw lasers on anything in the early '90s, I'd be down. I was like, this clearly is the best thing ever. There's lasers.
4 months after Imageworks opened, Journey into Imagination would debut. Guests lined up and faced long wait times to embark on their flight of fantasy. Guests entering the pavilion were immediately confronted with the loading station. After boarding, they would encounter a projected silhouette of Dreamfinder on his elaborate flying vehicle, the Dreamcatcher. The
Crafty Joker, I already have like 5 dads. We can't add another
the
dad.
Dreamfinder himself welcomes guests by singing One Little Spark and introducing Figment. This turntable was the most unique element of the ride. The Omnimover vehicles locked into the scene, moving along the circular path perfectly with the Dreamcatcher. There were actually 5 identical scenes created, all playing simultaneously. This means 5 Dreamfinders, 5 Dreamcatchers, 5 of everything was encompassed in the carousel. Walls separated the sections, as the effects and sounds from the scenes ahead and behind would have bled into one another. This long scene lasted around 3 minutes before guests exited the turntable and headed into the Dreamport to deposit all of the ideas that Figment and the Dreamfinder had created. The Dreamport featured wacky measurement tools and odd contraption used to capture the sparks of inspiration. Guests then entered the art section, a beautifully sculpted room in which the Dreamfinder and Figment used their imaginations to create works of art, with Dreamfinder holding a giant glowing paintbrush. The murals and sculptures were brightly lit with changing colors.
Dorito Killer.
Through the art section,
First of all,
literature.
nobody was crushed to death.
Made of letters.
I think
he sang as he wrote a mystery novel.
Maybe someone was crushed to death. A few people have gotten crushed to death.
But this is only because Dreamfinder has imagined it so. A fun effect in this room was Figment holding 3 blocks spelling cat, with a projection behind him.
Mr. Shanks, nobody, I mean, people die at Disney. It's nobody can be declared dead at Disney.
Featuring Figment in a tuxedo and Dreamfinder conducting a light show. Next was a dark.
They have their own ambulances, and so if you die, they shuttle you off to a hospital so that you get declared dead at the hospital.
Animated Figment, his body size being manipulated as he learns the power of dreams. Guests then enter the final show scene. The vehicles rotated around Figment, accompanied by videos playing puppet
but EMTs can't go into Disneyland, Disney World, find your mangled corpse and go, oh shit, this guy's dead.
Behind a giant camera filming Figment, inviting guests to use their imagination and ImageWorks. Guests then disembark and exit the ride. Journey into Imagination was one of Disney's longest and most elaborate dark rides of all time. Dreamfinder and Figment would become a highlight of guest trips, and make frequent appearances in special events and television specials. There was something for everyone, between the state-of-the-art technology and effects, the beautiful sculptures and artwork, the lovable Dreamfinder and Figment, and the unforgettable Sherman Brothers song. It was truly one of the greatest rides ever produced by Disney, and it all started with Tony Baxter's One Little Spark of Imagination. However, on October 10th, 1998, Epcot's beacon of creativity and wonder would be extinguished. The closure of Journey into Imagination perplexed guests, and its replacement turned that confusion into full-on outrage. How could this have possibly happened? And what, or who, was responsible?
The story continues on Yesterworld, where you can watch the second and final part to the history of Journey into Imagination, picking up right where Kevin left off. We'll explore the
Let's keep this going.
Closure, its controversial successor.
Previously on Defunctland, I explored how
We're now going to explore what led to Journey into Imagination's closure, and its controversial alterations to not just the attraction, but the pavilion itself, as well as the ultimate fate of Figment and the Dreamfinder, and what traces of the beloved attraction still exist today.
Production values. God, I gotta get me some of these.
To fully understand why Journey into Imagination was closed and how its replacements came to be, you have to go back 5 years to 1993, when Horizons lost General Electric as a sponsor. As without a sponsorship and Disney in the middle of its Euro Disney financial troubles and cost-cutting initiatives set in place by Michael Eisner and Paul Pressler, by 1998, Horizons was hanging on by a thread, after having initially been closed in 1995, only to reopen the following year and kept as a placeholder for the temporary closure of Universal.
I would love to do Universal Studios,
and would be the first example
because it is less poured over, like less lionized than the Disney parks.
Integration to promote their brands or products, and in turn have incentive to put up the cash to keep their investments up to date. The same was true.
The fact that the Islands of Adventure
Journey into
still has all that Marvel shit is fascinating to me.
Journey into Imagination.
Like, I can't even...
exciting experiences in all of it.
Like, I just think about that shit all the time.
While still one of Epcot's most popular attractions and pavilions, Disney had been pestering Kodak for years to put up the funds for an update or major refurbishment. But with the rise of digital media and photography, the once dominant film imaging company was struggling financially and had resisted further investing into the pavilion. However, with Epcot's upcoming Millennium Celebration as an attempt to breathe some new life into the theme park, which even Disney executives admitted had become woefully outdated, Disney finally put their foot down and invoked Kodak's contractual obligation to avoid being replaced.
You will do as we say.
No.
You have a contract!
Despite being one of their biggest sponsors, Kodak was in no financial position to properly fund the refurbishment. But with their rival Fujifilm having lobbied for years to become a major sponsor in Disney's theme parks, so much so, it's rumored that Kodak was behind the cancellation of the Japan Pavilion's Mount Fuji coaster. Kodak agreed.
Someone was talking about that. I thought they were making a joke about the Fuji coaster, the Fuji thing getting shut down. I didn't. Oh, you were dropping knowledge. You were dropping some real knowledge. I'm sorry, I blew past it.
Of the Japan Pavilion's Mount Fuji coaster, Kodak agreed, but with one catch. They could only offer a fraction of the requested funds. And pressed for time and resources, Disney agreed to Kodak's terms, and the ride was closed in late 1998 to begin work on a new attraction to replace Journey into Imagination.
Wow.
And despite rumors of being based on Flubber
or Cars in the Dumpster,
the mind of a child, it
that was creepy.
Inspired by the neighboring Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
This year, Epcot is also the exhilarating center of the Walt Disney World Millennium Celebration.
Epcot in the new millennium already embodies all of our ideas and dreams for tomorrow.
On October 1st, 1999, despite being omitted from vacation planning videos, the attraction debuted as Journey into Your Imagination. And even before setting foot on the ride itself, it was clear this was not the refresh or refurbishment many had hoped for, as the once stunning atrium of beautiful murals inspired by Imagination had been replaced by a new queue involving the premise of an open house at the Imagination Institute.
Just shitty, like, late 90s, early 2000s Photoshop bullshit design. Oh my God. Already I can feel the palpable loss.
An extension of the plot within the neighboring Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Imagination Institute, Dr. Nigel Channing.
In this new version of Journey into Imagination, Eric Idle reprises his role as Dr. Nigel Channing, and in addition to a series of painfully unfunny video segments about the various labs you'll be touring, he tells you of the Imagination Institute's newest invention.
It's the Imagination Scanner, developed right here at the Imagination Institute. You'll be scanned twice, at the start of your journey, and then again after you've completed a series...
Wait, what was that? Eric Idle, Dr. Channing? What was that? Reprises the role. What? I've never heard of this. Eric Idle. Is this like from an old Monty Python sketch? What was it? Dr. Channing. Nigel Channing. He was from Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I never saw that. Yeah. Was he also from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Maybe. I don't remember. God, I haven't watched Eric Idle, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Sorry, I don't know why this is upsetting me. Okay, no, he was just from Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Okay, weird. Sorry.
Perceptual exercises.
If it hadn't already, by the time you reach the new loading platform, the horror of these new changes finally sets in, as the once magnificent and iconic turntable show scene introducing
Fluffy Bear, thanks for the sub.
Figment
sub!
By what lay
That's a
before
sub,
you,
tier
the
1,
loading
my
platform
God!
itself.
How? When?
I see. I still have YouTube
Kodak
brain.
only putting up a fraction of the funds
You know,
to renovate
a sub
the
is a
attraction,
follow on
it was
YouTube.
decided to quite literally
Thank you so
cut
much.
the attraction in half by roughly 35 to 40%, altering what was once a 12-minute experience into about 5. But believe it or not, that was far from the most controversial change to the ride, as while Dreamfinder and Figment had been icons of the attraction and considered the unofficial mascots of Epcot, every single Dreamfinder animatronic had been removed, and this new version contained not a single appearance or reference to his existence, with every single Figment animatronic
Tally-ho and Wally-kazoo, I've been dumpstered. I've been erased from history. What a quindifferous fliffle-bottom this is, oh dear.
Also being removed, and was virtually erased from the attraction, with the character only appearing in the queue and a brief cameo on the ride, as a figment of Nigel Channing's imagination.
Ugh, and the bad CG.
Injury, the catchy and memorable tune One Little Spark was non-existent, leaving virtually nothing of the cherished elements of the original. As far as this new experience itself, shortly after boarding the attraction, you arrive at the Imagination Scanner, only to find out that you have none.
Well, as you can see, there's not much going on upstairs, imagination-wise. That's just perfect for our experiments.
After being backhandedly insulted,
oh shit, thank you for the subscription, Attack Contact.
Lackluster experience,
Thank you.
void of any of the magic and wonder of the
This
original.
is-
And with the exception
For
of
a
single
entirely
genuinely
scuffed
impressive
stream, this
illusion,
has been
the ride is a stream
amazing.
of stagnant show scenes and cheap visual and audio gags as you travel room to room.
Okay, wait. Well, okay, yes, video, but also someone is complimenting that podcast episode that I was really self-conscious about. Thank you, hell yeah. I genuinely was way over. Whoa, Fluffy Bear, holy shit. Holy shit. That is extremely generous. That is extremely nice and generous for what I did not expect any of this support. Fluffy, goddamn. What a flex. What a goddamn flex, Fluffy Bear. Woo-wee, looky here, we got ourselves a high roller. Oh, that's very nice. I swear I'll figure out why those emotes aren't working. I had a can of Zoa. I went into my photo editor, made a cute little PNG. I had more like little animated guys. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with that. But thank you so much, Fluffy Bear, for just fliffing. Dropping all that fliff like it weren't nothing. All right, I gotta finish this video. This is insane.
And while on paper, these concepts might have seemed like a golden idea, without the budget to fully realize them, Journey into Your Imagination felt more like an above-average carnival ride.
Oh, that's neat. That's
Approaching
neat.
the end of the journey, you were retested with the Imagineering.
Okay, all right, okay. So what we lost in terms of cutting-edge animatronics and a delightful message about the meaning of creativity, Fluffy Bear just, oh, you're telling me you weren't even intending to stay. You were just rolling by and just decided to be a boss. Amazing. Okay, so I understand that Disney fans were upset by the loss of this iconic ride and the work of legendary creators that went into it. But look, it's an upside-down toilet. That's incredible. How'd they do that? I'm sure somebody worked hard on the upside-down toilet. The upside-down toilet is a very innovative piece of Imagineering. I don't know. That's neat. Good for them. Look at it. It's an upside-down toilet.
Approaching the end of the journey, you were
Mr. Shanks, they just shipped an American toilet.
With the Imagination Scanner, and wouldn't you know it, the results are off the charts.
Fantastic! Look what your imaginations have created.
And if fans of the original...
Wow, look at all this off-brand Terry Gilliam shit. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you, Michael Eisner. I, too, am capable of hastily put together not official Terry Gilliam animations.
original attraction hadn't already felt their hearts shattered to pieces, the voice of an all too familiar character was sure to do the trick.
You're quite clever, all of you. What a brilliant first of the
But the pain isn't over, as upon exiting the attraction...
Hey, Kyle, thanks for following.
What took the place of the gutted portions of the
Sweet
ride.
Kyle,
the
precious
new
Kyle,
ImageWorks What If
clever
Labs.
Kyle.
Even worse, as many of the experiences were less than innovative.
Oh, and a sub. Thank you, Kyle.
ImageWorks, only to
Oh,
find
you didn't
the
have to do
elevator
that.
behind a wall. The
That's very
stairway
nice.
roped off,
Aw.
and both escalators caged up, as allegedly
Shit
when a
wasn't
Disney
oh, that wasn't even a
closes for
prime.
a period of 6
Whoa, okay, all right, Kyle. You saw Fluffy Bear get all the attention, and now, god damn, I honestly don't think I will enjoy. I will enjoy. Thank you. Shit. Is there anybody left? I don't think there's anybody left who's been watching that isn't subbed anymore. Holy shit. This is intense. I've been trying to do the multi-stream thing, and in my attempts to get Twitch back working, I broke YouTube. It's been a weird night, Kyle. Sweet Kyle, precious Kyle. Can I confide in you? Just you and me, Kyle. Hold on, I gotta ban this weird bot that just appeared in the YouTube chat. I've been going through it. I just wanted a low pressure stream. I just needed to get some podcast research done, and I was hoping to hang out. And then it turns out I broke my stream settings, and everything is borked, everything's scuffed. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll keep it up because apparently Twitch is working. And everybody has just been way too nice in a way that I can't even imagine. God, I don't even, what am I going to do with all this? I guess I got to figure out how to way to fix this. But I worked, Kyle, I know Twitch is awesome. I enjoy Twitch. It's my second screen has basically become a Twitch machine. But I worked so goddamn hard on YouTube. I put in the hours. I devoured. I stay hungry. I Dwayne The Rock Johnson so hard that I feel like I can't abandon it. I'm gonna figure out how to keep the multi-stream. I will figure out how to get it to work. I did a custom ingest, and I think that's straining my computer resources. I think that's the problem.
OSHA inspects and reevaluates whether it meets current safety standards. And in the case of the
Hey, thanks for the follow, Salt Pigu. The Spice asks, will the interview on Thursday be on Twitch too? Oh, YouTube full on died. YouTube is full on dead? Yeah, big error. Great, whatever. It's fine. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. Yeah. If I can't, I'll do more. I'll fuck around with the settings more, and maybe the RuneScape stream. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I feel like both platforms are good, and I'm not big enough to get in trouble. But how do I? If it's still wonky, I will just stream to YouTube for the cartoon dumpster. That's the plan right now, because I can't deal with all these issues while I have an actual actor from Vampires. Especially if we're going to be video chatting, that's even more bandwidth that's going to get sucked. I don't know. At the very least, if I can't figure this out, oh, hell yeah, Mr. Shanks. Mr. Shanks, you didn't know? You didn't know? Holy shit. Oh, the people must know. The people must know about this. I got the guy who played Axel to agree to show up on the stream. Jason Hayes. Show the whole image. Why can't I see open image and new tab? That's not helpful. Whatever. Hey, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Give me them Bezos bucks. But yeah, he's a teacher in California now, so the timing's gonna be a little rough. But yeah, he agreed to show up. He agreed to do interviews, and he didn't say that he'll tell me, but he knows the identity of Van Helsing. He knows who he is. He has a name. He's hung out with him, and all this and more. All this and more. That's like, I'm so excited for this. So I can't risk more technical difficulties when it's time for that stream. That's what's going on. Yeah. He said, listen, I talked with him on the phone. He was really nice. And he said that, like, if you knew his name, if you looked him up, you'd be like, oh shit, he's been in everything. Sinistro, I will have to talk to him about Reeves's fan theories about Van Helsing's Vietnam War atrocities. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Also, where's that awesome fan art? John McDivitt has been killing it with the PuppetJared fan art. Look at this. He made this yesterday. This is incredible. It's not Gary Oldman. It's not Gary Oldman. Lord knows I wish it was. God damn. All right. But yeah. Interview with the Vampire is going to be happening on Thursday, and I'm super jazzed about it. And everything has to go right. We can't have this kind of rinky-dink jabroni production values anymore.
Original ImageWorks, it did not. So without additional funds from Kodak to bring the original ImageWorks up to code, it was simply abandoned.
Hey, C. Gonzo, thanks for the Bezos bucks. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
No surprise that these changes and new incarnation were less than well received, with both Kodak and Michael Eisner criticizing the new incarnation.
Wow.
But despite these complaints, the attraction remained. However, around a year and a half later, in mid-2001, EPCOT lost its third sponsor in less than a decade, and with Kodak still being unhappy with the results of their investment and guests considering it EPCOT's worst attraction, it was decided to try to restore the ride back to some of its former glory, only this time Disney would foot the bill themselves, and Imagineers were given a modest makeover budget. However, as the tragic events of September 11th had caused tourism to plummet, the budget was cut to an estimated $8 million.
God damn, this ride can't catch a break. It's actually kind of incredible. I know this is me going way up my own puppet hole right now, but the fact that it was the death of film cameras and the changing of the guard at Disney and literally 9/11. It's literally the utopianism of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Like this this like end of history America, dominant, world peace, nuclear assured safety, and like all of it falling apart as the modern world as we know it just rips away all the stuff holding it up. Asher, we've been struggling with the streaming nonsense all night. I fucked up. I fucked up my settings. I fucked up. I fucked around. I fucked around, and I'm finding out this stream. But people have been very nice about it. People have been extremely nice about it, to the point of I'm flustered a little.
Equivalent of remodeling a 2,000 square foot home for just $400. Regardless, on October 8th of 2001, just 2 years after opening, the Imagination Pavilion's main attraction was again closed. And just 6 months later, the ride reopened as Journey into Imagination with Figment.
You can go anywhere you can imagine on a journey into your imagination with a friend named Figment.
Upon entering,
I'm sorry, this B-roll, I have to find that B-roll.
A few new alterations.
The
friend
to imagination.
Hold on, where's this kid just losing it, actively shitting?
On a journey into your imagination.
Yep, there you go. This kid is shitting. This shit is kidding.
With a friend named Figment.
Upon entering the retitled attraction, while the queue featured a few new
They haven't mentioned that, Brian.
the biggest
I gotta look that
differences
up.
could be found immediately after setting off and approaching where the imagination scanner had previously insulted
do you have a
your
link
creativity.
that like talks about that?
So you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses.
Right off the bat, the re-inclusion of Figment and the theme One Little Spark was a welcome improvement. However, the rest of the ride was hit or miss. As while it did feature new show scenes, many elements of Journey into Your Imagination still remained, and were simply retrofitted within the plot of exploring the human senses, of which only 3 of the 5 are actually part of the ride, more than likely due to budget constraints. But perhaps the biggest change and only real highlight of this reworked attraction would be its grand finale, in which a room full of Figment sang the theme One Little Spark with its original lyrics, several of which paid homage to the original Figment animatronics and puppets used in the film finale.
Terrifying. Awful.
While many agreed this version
Are you kidding me? Who approved this?
Figment animatronics.
Who the fuck approved that? No! No! Why would you just stop? Like literally knock the computers over, burn the building down, and be like, we fucked up. We fucked up. Nope, we did it wrong. It's wrong. Ride bad. Just load a gun. Just be like, ride's bad. Ride's haunted.
While many agreed this version was a slight improvement, it was a far cry from recapturing the magic.
Although I do like hearing Eric Idle sing the Imagination Spark
new portrayal
song.
as a nuisance and a menace, compared to his childlike innocence of the original. However, it was only meant to be a temporary solution that would ultimately be rectified with Project Gemini, a proposed $350 to $500 million overhaul of EPCOT's future world that would have included drastic aesthetic changes as well as new attractions and experience.
God. Please spend $500 million to make all this cool shit.
Unfortunately, while then President Jay
not on the stream. I'm gonna have to do that Captain EO research off the clock.
Such as an initially planned alternate version of
Daymok, thanks for the follow.
And a Little Mermaid attraction that evolved into Nemo and Friends, ultimately leaving Journey into Imagination on the sidelines, as a shadow of its former self. In 2010, Kodak ended its sponsorship with the Imagination Pavilion and its attractions, leaving many to wonder whether it would meet the same fate as the Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Oh, the Wonders of Life, that's its own fucking bullshit story.
All of which fell into disrepair and limped along for years without a sponsor until their eventual closure or replacement. However, presently, for better or worse, this has not proved to be the case. And when looking back at the original Journey into Imagination, as far as what happened to the iconic ride elements, most, if not all of the Figment animatronics were thankfully spared, and are either in Disney storage or in the possession of collectors, with some having been put on display over the years since the attraction's closure. Even the puppets used in the ride's film finale surfaced in an online auction. The puppets used in the ride's film finale surfaced on display over the years since
like a fucking taxidermy, like the head of an enemy on display. Jesus, oh, that's dark.
The attraction's closure. Even the puppets used in the ride's film finale surfaced in an online auction in 2000. And while more than likely
nothing creepier
in the queue of
than
Guardians
mangled
of the Galaxy
animatronic
Mission
corpses.
Breakout, Figment can be spotted in a frosted cage as one of the collector's items. Less is known about the fate of the Dreamfinder's animatronics, though in Disneyland Paris's Phantom Manor, you can find an animatronic which used the same mold as the Dreamfinder. However, a large portion of his floating vehicle, the Dreamcatcher, can be found in Epcot's Disney Gear Shop, with its various extensions also becoming prized possessions of collectors. Even traces of Journey into Imagination's original structure can be found if you know where to look, including the escalators used to enter and exit the original Imageworks, which up until 2016 was used primarily for conventions and company meetings before being converted into a Disney Vacation Club lounge, retaining much of its original structure. And for a short time, members could get a glimpse into the abandoned sections which have remained for the past few decades,
that's weird.
but was quickly covered up by the end of the year.
EPCOT is a reassurance that we are part of something great. If we can dream it, we can do it.
Today, while the character of Figment is more popular than ever,
Quallen asking about a Gargoyles episode. I'll never say never,
changes are coming
but I think we need like some kind of reboot or like movie adaptation or something to give the franchise a little more
What do you think could replace Journey into Imagination with Figment? And if you haven't...
Incredible. God, that sent me. Like literally the place I visited in 1992 just doesn't exist anymore. Like it is gone. There's such a weird tragedy to EPCOT Center, man. Starting from Walt Disney's insane
and cold
Midgar
and
concept, all the way to the loss of sponsorships, the Eisner years, and now this like weird ghost city that is still like running. God, I guess we'll have to talk about the Millennium shit. All of this to say that I am wrapping up. I still have another, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday. I still have 3 days of cramming to do. And hopefully whatever I don't know, our guest for the episode, sweet Ed Larson will fill us in because he is a giant Disney fanboy. So that'll be good. But, oh, wow. Hold on. I can set up a raid, right? Is Holden still streaming? I didn't mean to overlap with him, but I'm going to set up a raid. Yep. Yes, he is. Nice. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, this is the end of the stream. As always, got to shout out all the nice people. Thank you, C Gonzo51. Thank you, Salt Pigu. Thank you, Kyle Kopp for the insane sub drop gift. Thank you, Fluffy Bear, for the equally insane sub gift drop. Thank you, Attack Kondak. Thank you, The Spice. Thank you, Siniscro and C Gonzo for the bits. Thank you, Emperor Gideon. Thank you, War Corgi 25. Thank you, Siniscro. Thank you, that one Phil guy. Thank you, Tactical Hot Dog. Thank you, Crafty Joker. Thank you, The Spice for gifting to Den Guy 13. Thank you, Pippa. Thank you, Bourbon Weather. Thank you, Tactical Hot Dog again. Thank you, Demon Whiskey Nick. Thank you, everybody. Wowie, wow. This was an insane, I did not expect any of this. So Piku says, thanks for the Xenoblade episode. Well, thank you. I'm glad people liked it. As I've stated, it scared me. It scared me to research, it scared me to record, and it scared me to release. So your kind words makes it exceptionally heartwarming. Tomorrow is Old School RuneScape Hangout. And then Thursday, the big one, Cartoon Dumpster, featuring an interview with a vampire. We will finally get some goddamn answers about vampires. So I hope to see you then. Check YouTube, check Twitch, and I'm just going to click the raid button. And until next time, Godspeed, be nice, and